chop all these siege tanks now. Those drones really desperately trying to run for their lives. There's Wednesday Night
vVv gaming. Time.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. 3 days of gaming at Anaheim, and it isn't BlizzCon, so hopefully we'll just see a lot more people coming out, and it's really starting to feel like Southern California is getting a little bit more recognition and being able to embrace esports a little bit more, as the game has now just started. RuFF spawning as the blue Terran player at the 3 o'clock position of MLG Dual Site, playing against Titan over here as the red Zerg at the 8 o'clock position. And what do you think we'll see from Titan and RuFF this time around?
I think Titan's probably just going to want to get on his 3 bases, macro up, go for that basic unit composition of Zergling, Baneling, and either Muta or Infestor. It's basically the only 2 choices we typically see from him. And I think if he does sort of read some sort of weakness from RuFF, though, he will, go pedal to the metal and go for some sort of Baneling bust. We've seen that from him before as well. I think RuFF can't really predict what he's going to be going for. vVv Titan there, a little bit of BM towards his teammate. Not sure I approve of that. It was supposed to be a friendly match here, but I'm sure both players practice quite a bit together. Don't really mind throwing some words back and forth here.
Yeah, so not the standard good luck not have fun this time around, as RuFF perhaps will be building up a barracks in just a moment. A little bit of a curious maneuver by RuFF. RuFF did move out with the SCV, and he scouted out pretty far. Not quite sure what Zerg really could do that early in the game. Perhaps a proxy hatchery, but even that probably not likely going to happen, as we now see an early gas coming in from Titan. So it looks like it will be an extractor pool from Titan, and perhaps we will have some early metabolic boosted lings going up against some maybe double marine pressure coming in from RuFF.
Yeah, RuFF going for the 2 racks, so pretty standard play from both players at this point. Titan usually opens up with that pool and gas combination, gets out that early speed, and you almost really have to against a lot of the aggressive builds that Terrans bring on the ladder these days. RuFF is no exception here, as he will be coming to 2 racks. It's not that 11-11 really fast 2 racks. He did wait a little while before creating that second one, so Titan will be scouting that and trying to get some damage on the SCV here. And now we've got the SCV chasing down that drone, hoping that it goes home, and RuFF getting out his first Marine here. And it looks like he will be going for the 3 racks. This is exactly what we usually see, his standard cheesy TBZ.
Yeah, and Titan has to be expecting this. Titan knew that he couldn't keep that drone around very much longer, so he pulled away, but he has to be expecting that triple racks pressure from RuFF. RuFF has done this a number of times on Wednesday Night Starcraft, as we are now getting a supply depot down, and now going for a 4 racks. Okay, so RuFF going for a 4 racks here, a 1 base 4 racks, and this may spell certain doom unless Titan goes for an early Baneling's Nest.
Yeah, and he actually pulled off gas, so he doesn't have any gas for that Baneling nest or to produce any Banelings, and he is just getting up his second hatchery a little bit late here. He went for those early Zerglings, so he will be able to try to corral any Marines that they find midfield, but I think the Marines, before they push out, are definitely going to be waiting for a lot of a safe escort here, as we see some SCVs moving across, and RuFF adding another rack. So it's going to be 4 racks coming from him, and SCVs and Marines shortly making their way across the field.
Yeah, I do not think that Titan was ready for this. Titan perhaps even expecting the triple rush, but not the 3 racks, as we now see a round of Zerglings being trained. 3 drones and 6 Zerglings. Perhaps he hopes that he even had more Zerglings, as it's going to be about another 20 seconds before that spawn larva does complete. The Zerglings are in position. SCVs are down on the low ground as well to try to absorb some of those hits there, and now waiting for more reinforcements. It looks like the reinforcements will be coming in, as the Marines now getting caught a little bit out of position there, and it looks like Titan may perhaps benefit from the fact that he caught a lot of these Marines in transit, as opposed to when they were moving out in a ball. A lot of Zerglings were taken down, and now a fresh round of Zerglings are going to be trained, and I believe that Titan should be able to hold off this attack.
Yeah, Titan a little bit of miss micro there. It seemed like he was trying to split up his lings and take down all the Marines and SCVs pinned up against that set of trees there, but also split his lings so that he could take down any reinforcements as well. But I don't think he had enough lings in either group to really achieve that goal. And Yeah, RuFF pushing out here. He's a little bit surprised that he has Marines and SCVs left, as yeah, Titan's saying he failed a little bit, and he did have the opportunity to mine gas if he wanted, but he has not. So no Banelings will be out, and he's got no spine crawlers as well. So it's going to be all Lings against the Marines and SCVs of RuFF.
Yeah, so Titan really needs to perhaps train up another round of Zerglings in just a moment. He will have a lot of macro as the Marines are now coming in along the far side. That hatchery does have a lot of hit points as the Marines are now trying to come in. The Queen now coming in to engage. The drones perhaps going to use that mineral pathing and then trying to attack some of those Marines as well. It looks like those drones are just dancing back and forth, and now all of these Marines are going to get taken down. Fresh Marines are still funneling in, but we're going to have a round of about 20 Zerglings engage, and it looks like this Queen with that base 1 armor will be able to do a lot, and apparently he thinks that his Zerglings are voice activated or typing activated, trying to tell the Zerglings to go around.
Well, that'd be a spaz if I had a voice activated StarCraft 2. I think that'd be crazy. Actually, it'd be fun to listen to pros on the stream try to control their units that way, but Titan a little bit of a missed micro there, and great positioning by RuFF up against those minerals. Lost way more Zerglings than he really needed to, not splitting up his forces on either side of the Marines. So Marines doing a ton of damage, and now we see maybe a bit of a swap in tech from RuFF, as he is getting 4 tech labs. So it looks like we're going to have mass Reapers, perhaps, from RuFF in just a moment.
Yes, it looks like it is going to be Mass Reapers, and one of the things to note that he does also have that factory, so he could go for the Nitro packs, and he is trying to play a StarCraft like it is a patch 1.1, folks, and I do not remember the last time I saw Mass Reapers against Zerglings.
Yeah, it should be pretty fun. Right now, Titan just using those Lings to make sure nothing crazy is going on midfield. He's got the towers. He is roaming back and forth with that pack of Lings, hoping to catch a stray SCV or Marine. And Titan back on the extractor at this point. So he has gas, but I'm not sure what he's going to be using it for. He does have a Roach Warren about to complete, so I imagine he will be getting out some Roaches, and they will be very good to deal with the Reapers. But with speed and having slow Roaches, the Reapers might still do a lot of damage here for RuFF.
Yeah, also another thing I wanted to point out is that RuFF has perhaps one of the best wall-ins against a Baneling bus that I've ever seen. There's a supply depot, Marines behind the supply depot, and then a factory behind that supply depot as well. So it would take, I believe, 12 to 13 Banelings in order to even get through the barracks in time and deal damage. RuFF currently sitting on 7 Reapers, and it looks like he is double expanding over here to the 3 o'clock location and also his natural expansion. Unfortunately, the command center is going to be spotted by that Zergling on the low ground, and it looks like RuFF trying to lift it off and take the gold mineral patch instead, but there is already a Zergling in there as well.
Yeah, Titan knows all about this, so relatively standard double expand into the gold base and massing a lot of Reapers at this point. There are 11 Reapers on the field. We do have Reaper speed has finished, so I imagine he's going to try to do some damage here shortly with those.
Yeah, we are also getting the Planetary Fortress as well. The Planetary Fortress going down at the gold mineral patch. Meanwhile, the Orbital Command already completed over here at the natural. And now these mass Reapers, 11 Reapers looking to just perhaps shut down. And that is going to be enough to easily take down 1 Roach, if not more. The Reapers playing it very, very safe. Going to shut down another Roach there. And Reapers do not normally counter Roaches, but when you have superior numbers, it doesn't really matter, as the SCVs are now finally being transferred here. It looks like they may get surrounded, but the Planetary Fortress should become operational in just a moment. And yes, this Planetary Fortress will be able to protect all of the support SCVs just trying to mine.
And I know RuFF's behind in terms of the overall army and population, but I feel like he's ahead at this point. He's got these Reapers, he's got 3 bases, one of which is a gold. It's relatively secure as a Planetary Fortress, and if RuFF is able to hop up here and take advantage of the map, he might be able to do some significant economic damage and put Titan even further behind, who at the moment is just on these 2 bases.
Yeah, Titan really needs to figure out where he's going to build his 3rd base. Zergling's just getting picked apart once again. Those Reapers just moving around so quickly, as we are now transitioning into, I guess, it looks like Marine Marauder, and now going into even more barracks. So we're going to have 6 Raxes up, in addition to a reactor and a starport being built. So it looks like this is going to become the standard Terran play now after the Reapers take a look around, perhaps jumping up onto the high ground and getting some damage into the main base. No, not even going for that, as he does see a lot of these Overlords, and he sees the OVs, and I don't quite sure he knows how to respond to that.
Yeah, Overlords, and they're actually holding a bunch of Roaches, so we will have a Roach drop, and RuFF has actually gotten out quite a few Marauders, so he does have Stim just finishing. The Marauder is going to tear apart those Roaches as they drop one at a time, so RuFF, I think he can deal with this, but those Roaches, very hardy units, so if Titan's able to get them all down, as we see the Reapers sort of escorting these units for Titan, and now we might have a base trade situation as Titan about to drop into the main of RuFF, and RuFF has a lot of units in the midfield, so here we go.
So here we go. Yeah, the Roach is simply just dropping into the main base. Marine Marauder trying to fight back. I don't think that RuFF was actually expecting mass Roach. Meanwhile, Roach is coming in over here at the Planetary Fortress. SCVs are desperately trying to repair that as well, but it looks like that will be able to hold as Marines and Marauders are now pushing into the main base, and Titan says, GFG, TGG, and there it is. So RuFF able to hold on to that 5, and hold on to his all kill, and now is up 5-0 here on Wednesday Night Starcraft.